Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. We are going to continue the Battlegrounds 1400 bracket sets here, and with me tonight we have Knight Noble 24. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I hope these games will be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I mean we've had quite a few entertaining games thus far. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this one works out. Tonight we are going to start with Beck versus Pennypacker. And I have the draft here for us to take a look at real quick.
All right.
And if I pull up the right screen, here we go. I have not updated the scoreboard, as you guys can tell. My apologies. But Beck picked Chinese. Chinese sniped Portuguese, Vikings, Magyars, and Bulgarians remaining, with Franks being banned. Pennypacker picking Mayans, which got sniped. Aztecs, Huns, Berbers, Saracens left. Britons was his ban. And as far as the maps go, we have Lanes, Mott and Bailey, and of course Battlegrounds. Any predictions?
Oh, for Battlegrounds, I can see Magyars either against Huns or Berbers. You could see Bulgarians there too, just because their scout play is really nice. But I still think Magyars will be the superior pick here.
Yeah, I mean we have seen Bulgarians from you actually. So maybe we'll see Beck pull something out of the hat with that.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be interesting nonetheless. But we're gonna dive into game number one here. And when I get to 5 seconds, I'll let you know. We can unpause, sir. And I'm
All
gonna
right, the
let you do
game's
the
going well.
intro so I can update the scoreboard.
Should take a bit to load. On the way.
Yeah, mine too. It's alright. No rush. Lots of good games to see, I'm sure. I'm at 5 seconds whenever you are. Let me know.
Hold on. All right, I am at 5 seconds. Well, let me edit the volume because apparently that reset itself.
Yep. It will be Magyars versus Huns.
So I was right on the Magyar prediction.
Hello, Funky. Welcome, welcome.
All right, I'm at 5.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh god.
All right. So in the red here, we have Pennypacker as Huns. Up north is his opponent as Blue Magyars. So this is a matchup that's it could go kind of back and forth, as neither Civ has like a camel unit for any kind of counters. But overall, Magyars do have the stronger tech. They have stronger cav archer line, but then again, they have no economy based around it whatsoever. They do
Yep.
have the forging or free forging and cheaper scouts, which plays really well in the feudal play. While Huns, of course, have the faster working stables. That always helps a lot in a scout war. But early game, right for the get go, Huns should have a little difficulty playing against Magyars.
Yeah, they don't have the greatest of bonuses there for them, especially going up against Magyars. I mean, we've talked about it a little bit here with the houses being somewhat of a benefit, but honestly, it doesn't feel like a great bonus anymore. Obviously,
It's
putting
still
houses would
really
be nice.
nice.
Yeah, but no eco bonus. So,
I mean, that in itself is a better eco bonus than what Magyars have. I mean, I guess the one hit kill wolf thing is an eco bonus, so you won't get harassed by those guys. But
yes, because there are
it's
so many on this map.
and looks like things are starting out pretty standard for both players. Looks like oh, actually, Penny has his lumber camp pretty late. It's not really great. Not what you want, man.
Yeah, but villager count's pretty much the same here.
Yeah, this is a little sloppy from Penny here. He needs to get that lumber camp built. Is he actually not building it? Okay, now he's
There,
building it.
it's
Very
coming
good.
down right now, yeah. I mean, a little bit of pre-game jitters here, maybe, or
Mm-hmm.
something to that effect. He had a weird little start here as well, as he went for a straggler tree with a Vill, chopped quite a few of that away, and we'll see what happens, see if we can turn this around. On the other side,
Well,
though, Beck looking to have a much cleaner start here, even pushed in a deer, so he's trying to get a little bit of an early boost on his eco. His
now,
scout is in the north. He's done a weird pattern of scouting here in the north.
yeah, it's very odd. I feel like the players should be going out towards the middle because the amount of berries you have at home is definitely not enough to just keep villagers working for a while.
Yeah, and Pennypacker here all over the middle, seen quite a bit. Already starting to put up some walls as well.
We think he's worried about the scout flood coming in, but I feel like he doesn't realize that his opponent's not coming out, and I just both. I think both of them are just going to sit at home.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the issue if you expect it, and you have two civs that are, prone to go in that direction. Passive games, but we haven't seen too many of that. And honestly, being walled up at home, we've seen be very beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this map isn't really designed to make walling all that easy, but we did that on purpose. But we also made it so that, you have to go to the mid for your resources. So,
Yep.
hello, Hitch.
Looks like Penny is just focusing on walling, which is interesting play here. Both on the same number of vills. Has he clicked it? No, he's interesting what they're doing right now.
Yeah, we got Loon coming in here for Beck in a second, and then
I like how
Pennypacker.
Beck is luring in his hunt, which is good. So he is getting ahead in his economy. So this actually plays really well for Magyars since they're formed to be a aggressive civ in each age, except for Dark Age, of course.
Yeah,
So
I
all
think.
really thinks. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I think we're gonna have an FC attempt from Pennypacker, as Extra says in chat. It definitely looks like that's a possibility here.
Now I feel like this is going to be an FC. This is going to be FC into Cav Archers. Now I feel like Magyars can play pretty well against that. You do like Night Skirm, and it really works well just because they get foraging for free.
Yeah, Beck obviously going up nice and early here at 20 pop, but on the other side, no click up, and we've dropped 3 farms now. This is definitely a fast castle attempt here from
Yeah.
Pennypacker.
And I don't know if he knows is that he's still open on the front, so scouts could just run in and cause
Yeah,
a lot of
no, he's
mayhem.
got 4 vills walling right now. Actually, I think it's 5. Yeah, 5 vills walling, so he's desperately trying to get these walls up, expecting that early feudal. So,
Yeah.
he
He
is
wants nothing
forward.
to do with Magyar scouts.
Yeah, he is forward with his scout. He will spot the barracks going up already, and he will soon know his opponent is already up. So, scout for Beck is in here, though. Don't know if he'll run out in time or not.
I have to be right back. Sorry.
Manta, welcome, welcome. Geo,
Go ahead,
how's it
cast
going?
without me for a bit.
Yep, yep. And yeah, it's definitely looking like Fast Castle here. 25 pop already for Pennypacker. Fast Castle, not something that we've seen work out all that well on this map. Haven't really even seen, but maybe 3 or 4 of them in total. What's up, Manta? So Beck going to be going up here, but does Beck invest into this or not? He does pick a Vil off, which is a nice move here. I missed that, unfortunately. But not looking like we're going to see too much investment on this side, I would hope. I think he's going to shift into more of a boom since he knows his opponent is most likely going to be fast casting. Oh, and Beck picks another Vil. Magyar Scout going to pick a 3rd Vil here. Beck doing a great job with this Scout. And Pennypacker just not reacting here. Reacts late here, but that Vil is super weak. I think sniping is still an option. Mike rowing away. So we are going to see a bit of pressure come in here. And honestly, I would love to see a tower here. Or a tower here. But just to prevent him from having an easy time going up. He is producing scouts, so Beck has not elected to boom up. No, there is Loom, Manta. It's just the extra attack. you get moving up into Feudal Age, and then the additional Magyar Scout bonus with the extra attack. So, did a lot of work here. Sniped 3 Vills, and almost lost a 4th. It's on 8 HP, but here the Scout for Pennypacker are going to be going down as well. And I think production has stopped since. So just 2 scouts, not a ton of investment, enough to apply a good bit of pressure. But yeah, Will played, Beck getting quite a bit done there, already up to 16 farms as compared to Pennypacker, who is attempting an FC, only having 8 farms at the moment. He is almost there, just lacking the food at the moment, and every minute that he's not clicking up gives Beck a better and better shot of really making this fast castle attempt fail. Magyars all the time. Magyars are a great civ. One of my favorite civs in the game, actually. I think they have a lot of great things going for them. And honestly, the villager count is equal now, so those snipes were massive. Yeah, Beck should be able to click soon-ish. A lot of these farms did just come down here. So, I don't think that it's going to be as quick, but he's going to be up in a relatively good time here, as Beck's still not with the resources, needs to garrison his TC here, and then he should be able to go up. But not doing so, allowing for quite a bit of time here, just idling the TC before he gets it, does finally click up. But now the important thing is, how far is Beck away? Not that far. He's on gold, he's starting to get his walls up, he's got 2 additional vills here. Beck gonna be in a fine position here. I think if he wouldn't have made these scouts, and I think he made them to try to pressure, and I don't disagree with that whatsoever, but I'm glad he stopped with just the 2.
Yeah, if he only made 2, it's like 2 scouts in the boom. He should be totally fine. I mean, he's already has equal lead over Penny.
Yeah, and he's getting wheelbarrow, so gonna be sitting in a fine position here.
Looks like he wants, or Penny wants a stable for husbandry, and he's adding a 2nd archer range, so he's totally playing Cav Archer.
Yeah, I think.
So I would prefer a blacksmith first, just so you get upgrades.
He has a blacksmith already. The issue here.
Oh, I see that. There it is.
The issue here is he doesn't have a whole lot to produce out of these ranges at the moment. So I think husbandry and bloodlines could have probably waited a bit, because his opponent is just going to be full walled, but he doesn't know that, so I don't blame him. Castle Age for Pennypacker about to come in, but Beck clicks not too far behind, so this fast castle attempt really didn't pay off after the 3 vills went down, with the 1 Magyar Scout doing tons of damage here.
I think you should add in a few more walls so the Cav Archers wouldn't be able to get in. Some like house walling or even an extra layer of palisade, but then again, that is a lot of effort to do. And looks like Penny's already hit castle.
Yeah, I think we're just going to see this the same, maybe, from Magyars even. Double
that's
archery range coming down.
Now, in this situation, personally I would not go double archer range Cav Archers against Huns, because I know I'm already at a disadvantage because they're cheaper for Huns and they're much easier for them to mass up.
Yeah, and I mean, Magyars do have better Cav Archers in late game, but they still are at full price, so I definitely agree. I think Knight Skirms here would be better off, which we still might see. Comp. I mean, he might just be going to try to boom a little bit here, and just have skirmisher defense. Actually, it's archers.
Archer play. That's...
Magyars do get Arbalest, so maybe he's thinking about just going archers.
I don't agree with that at all.
No, it feels weird. I'm not sure the decision on that one, but
I feel like if you know your guy's going Cav Archers and you won't be able to afford getting your stuff out, you should open at least with some kind of skirmisher play.
Yeah, I mean, and he could be in trouble here as there's no military mass. Crossbow is also behind an archer, so it's not going to be super early by any means. But bot can
Crossbow. I
crossbow
really
come
don't
in.
agree with this play.
I don't hate it if he's just going to defend and boom, but we need to see town centers then, which we're
Yeah,
not
we need to
seeing.
see some expansion. He wants to continue with crossbow play. But with Cav Archers, they have the mobility, so Penny will be able to expand himself. No problem with that. You see the third range is already coming up, so this is going to be like a all-in play here for Huns, which is pretty normal for them for a Cav Archer play.
Yeah, and honestly, he had a little bit of time, so he's not starting behind here. These hits are pretty huge coming in downhill, though.
Oh yeah, losing a Cav Archer there.
Yeah, I want to point out, guys, Beck sees the whole map. Like, this is magnificent scouting. Something I don't think I've seen at all up until this game. Just, just,
Now,
just wanted to say that. But crossbows are gonna mass fairly quickly here. I would have rather seen Cav Archers or just
yeah.
skirms. I
Oh,
honestly
I
think
mean,
just
I
skirms would have
Skirm
been
Night
fine.
play would have been much more ideal. It
Yeah.
looks like Penny is doing exactly what I was thinking he was going to do. He's just going to expand because he knows his opponent is that sitting at home. And he has this lower army.
Yeah, Beck is going to drop a town center here on this side. Not a bad spot whatsoever, but just
Not a
on
bad
wood.
spot.
Not my favorite thing in the world to just see it on wood. But he does have a little bit of gold here, and if he can secure his eco for long enough, he might be okay to move out a little bit later here.
Like Penny is really afraid to take any kind of engagement. And he's
Well,
not really massing up his units to take a fight against Beck's archer numbers.
yeah, but if he gets to like 30 Cav Archers, it's going to be so hard to kill. So I don't hate it. He's keeping his opponent at home. He had the Cav Archers on the left. He's had them in the front of the base here. So he's preventing expansion while gaining his numbers. And he's going into a bit of an eco boom, I hope, because he's got a second TC up.
Mm-hmm.
Or it will be up. Only 2 vills sent to that one, so.
Neither player has a university, so they're going for a numbers game here.
Yeah, crossbow feels wrong here from Beck. But, I mean, they are cheap compared to Cav Archers.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if he adds in some skirms, I would love this, but this will be a massacre if he takes this fight anytime soon.
Now, I see a problem, a foreseeable problem in the future here. See that Beck is kind of constricting himself towards his base, and if he continues to do this, he's going to run out of res here. He's going to be forced to move out, but we're going to see a first engagement here. Big fight coming in.
Yeah.
Looks like Penny's going to run away here. I'm not sure if he
Penny's going for
should.
that mass, is what he's trying to go for here. He's actually sending vills out here too. That's actually a great TC spot for him, because he will be able
No.
to defend that. University coming up for him as well, so. I actually don't mind his position. It's just his choice for crossbow when he has his own Cav Archers, or he knows he's going to be up against Cav Archers, so why not just go skirmisher?
Yeah. And I feel like Penny was a little late here for the aggression on this extra TC. Imagine if he was here like 2 minutes ago. All that TC was going up, and Beck would have been in a much worse situation.
Well, Cav Archers do well against archers because of the additional HP. From what I believe. Funky says he believes that the archers do better against CA.
Well, he has a university up, so we're going to probably see ballistics coming in soon.
Yeah, he just needs the gold for it, and he'll be in good position. Archers do fire faster, yeah. I mean, it's not that it's a terrible play, it's just it feels weird with Magyars. Of course, anytime you see Magyar archers, you think it's weird, so...
That's not
Ballistics is
bad
on
at
its
all.
way in. No, and he's doing a great job massing his eco numbers behind this. He does have the villager lead. He did move out, does have some middle control. Siege Workshop coming as well, so maybe we're going to see Scorpions. Or I think Scorpions is the play here.
I'd love to see if Penny would get on stone here, get up a castle.
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty nice.
Pennypacker does have a nice position for himself, but Beck doing a really good job keeping up with these numbers, and with ballistics, he's gonna take excellent fights here.
Yeah, very good engagement for Beck here, killing 3 Cav Archers.
Yeah.
The big Cav Archer mass is already on his TC, and it looks like Beck lost about 2 bills there. Might have been 1.
reacted quickly enough though that it's not the end of the world. As a innocent deer dies, come on, Beck. But uh, honestly, he's sitting at an okay position. He's still got his gold at home. He is going on to stone. Uh,
Yeah. Actually, Beck is holding a lot of wood. He needs to use some of that to get some more TCs up, get some mining counts out, some gold and stone.
yeah, and we actually have a mangonel here. I'm not sure. Mangonel versus Cav Archer doesn't feel great, but if you have the numbers there, it doesn't feel bad either.
He's just going to take this fight, too.
This is an excellent fight here. He's trying to micro down the Mangonel, and he's losing tons of crossbows, or tons of Cav Archers. Beck, I think, wins this fight, which is kind of a bit of a surprise for me.
Yeah, I feel like Penny had the advantage earlier. He had more numbers, but he was just a little too afraid to engage when Beck had little numbers.
Yeah, it actually was an excellent fight. So Funky's right. The Cav, or the crossbows, definitely in a better position.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to see this Mangonel push this TC, and Penny has lost most of his numbers.
Yeah.
And his eco is actually looking weaker, or much weaker in comparison to Beck's.
Yeah, Beck's been able to keep up with the boom behind this.
Villager count is 20 bills ahead. This looks like this play has not paid off, and that Scorpion is just doing a drive-by, and it's going down.
Yeah, I got a good bit of damage in, really, but not enough.
I feel like this game's probably over.
Yeah, I feel like Crossbow was, we both kind of were surprised, but it's definitely done what it needed to do here.
Yeah.
I actually think he just keeps going Crossbow and then adds in Light Cav or Hussar.
Yeah, he's adding in a market, and I feel like this is going to get him nowhere.
Yeah, maybe...
Look at the resources from Beck. I mean, he's still floating a crap ton of wood. I mean, if he sorts out his eco in like another minute or so, he could probably go up to Imperial Age.
Oh, we might even see just a forward castle here. Beck's at the limit right now because his eco's not in a great position. And honestly, with no military numbers, he will probably lose this town center, I would imagine.
Yeah. I really feel like Penny was just a little late to the aggression here.
Yeah, way too much on wood for Beck. 45 on wood. He is moving out in the middle with some vills at least, so that will help. But another TC coming out on the front, for two TCs coming out on the front actually for Beck. So he's really trying to secure the eco here.
Mangonel trade. Let's see if he gets another one.
Yeah, it was a 2 for 1.
2.
Great.
That's pretty good. At least Penny's going to lose his forward TC, which is not ideal.
Well, he might lose it, but I think at least he's got another one up in the middle. He's never refreshed his lumber camp in the back. Oh, that hurts. Pennypacker, this is so inefficient, man.
Need some wood from Beck here. Maybe just turn this into a Diplo game and just be the same team for a bit, so this could even out a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like this game will probably end in another minute or so.
Yeah, there's not much keeping Pennypacker in this now. The Cav Archer numbers continue to just die. This town center should probably just be taken out by crossbows now.
Yep.
And yeah, GG does come in. Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think that came down to lack of aggression there.
Yeah. I mean, he had like a nice advantage coming into it. He just didn't contain his opponent as much as I would have liked to have seen. But couple things though, just to touch on one more time, because lumber camps for both were actually pretty rough. We only had one refresh for Beck, even though Beck had way too much wood floating, which was probably the contributing factor to why he has the vill lead, but I don't know if he really has a vill lead with all the wood at the moment. But so Hans with 3 archery range at the beginning, I think really hurt Pennypacker here. Something we see on more of a boomy map, I think.
I think his play was, or his idea for the play was fine. I think that was totally fine there, the 3 range. But I feel like he didn't go out and do enough damage, or do any damage at all. I feel like when he saw the archer numbers at home, he was just like, oh man, I gotta I got to get more numbers up so I can fight this. But really, he has no doesn't have enough upgrades to even fight against that. The amount of cav archers that Penny has.
Yeah. Nope, no cav arch or no fast castle has one yet on that map. Exorcists.
Yeah, that's actually true. It's beating most of the time, the
Yeah.
majority of the time.
Well, GG to both. Well
GG.
played, and we'll load into game number 2 here, guys. Beck taking game 1, so we will go to the home map of. Why can't I think now?
Whole map of Penny.
Penny's home map. Was it Lane? It's either Lanes or Mont Bailey.
It's lanes.
Lanes. All right, here we go.
You wanna guess what sibs are on there?
Yeah. Let me pull up the draft here, so everyone can take a look at it. Here is the draft. We have Magyars with the win and Huns with the lost. I'm hoping it's Aztecs for Penny.
Yeah, I can see either Aztecs or Saracens going on there. And you know
And
what? I think Bulgarians will be picked here. Either that or Vikings.
yeah,
I think more likely for Bulgarians.
I like everything but Portuguese here because of the other home map selection being Mont and Bailey. I don't think we're C Portuguese, but we'll find out. Let's load into game number 2. I'll pause at 5 seconds. I'm at 9 seconds because, yeah.
Want to jump to 9?
Yep, my apologies. Didn't
All right, why
Jabari
don't
FC
you?
yesterday? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, did Jabari FC yesterday? Yeah, he kind of Saracen FC'd, so yeah, I guess FC did win on that map. But Aztecs here for Pennypacker, which I would expect this for Laming, honestly.
Mhm.
Um,
We have Vikings here, so not a Bulgarian pick.
yeah,
Um,
Vikings
so
feel great on this map.
so this is a matchup it's played a lot: Vikings versus Aztecs. I personally feel like this is favor for Vikings.
Absolutely.
Because a wheelbarrow, a free wheelbarrow, a free handcart is such a strong economy upgrade. Then
Yep.
again, early Dark Age, Aztecs can really pull ahead. They can open up with a super clean men at arm rush for militia.
Yeah. It's it comes down to I think early infantry or archer numbers, because obviously infantry great for both of these players, but obviously late game infantry should be better for Pennypacker.
Oh, yeah, because he has the counter unit.
Yeah, well, and he has Jaguar warriors, so if champion comes out, Jaguar warriors will destroy that. And honestly, I haven't seen Berserk versus Jaguar warrior in a long time, so I don't even know who wins that fight if we get to
It
that
should
point.
still be Jaguar.
I would hope so, but I mean, if we see Jaguars in this tournament, I will have seen like every unique unit I could have asked for.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, to talk about the map here a little bit, Beck, a little bit unfortunate. His berries are quite forward, but so is Pennypacker's. Boar for Pennypacker is also one is very forward.
You can see the Eagle Scout already in the back there. He's looking to steal some what are these geese,
Turkeys. Now this is great. This is one thing that has really been underrated on this map is fixed positions, laming. As Jabari did try to lame yesterday, and I think it's a very nice bonus here.
Yeah.
As Beck gonna find these, he does find one. So far only one potential turkey stolen.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. He missed that other turkey.
Yeah, and now Pennypacker not being as active. Nope, there he's redone his. So hopefully he finds this boar, because I would love to see him attempt to steal this thing.
I wonder if they realize that or Beck realizes he lost his other turkey, or even realizing he got it back.
Yeah, well, it won't be a lame now because we tried to snipe a Vil here.
Very
Beck
good for.
doing a good job getting out here on to the berries, even putting a house extremely far forward here, maybe just for some line of sight actually.
Mm-hmm. Or he's probably prepping for walls here.
You think that far out though?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's planning for. I think
Yeah.
he's going to lay up. Yep, he's laying walls down already. He's going to place the barracks probably to the right of that house, or he might place to the left of the palisade there.
Yeah, Pennypacker is. I was talking about Beck's
Oh,
walls, but
Beck lost the Ville under his TC. The boar and the
oh,
villager died in the same frame. Oh, feels bad.
yes it does. So Beck on the back foot here. That turkey is going to be refound by Beck at least, so he will not have lost any resources to the laying attempts. But
Yep.
I think, as we've seen work several times, we're going to see either a drush or a man-at-arms rush coming from both here.
Great thing about Aztecs, you don't need to mine gold to get out your drush.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And with the lack of HP here, I don't know who wins this fight. I think the Eagle still wins?
That's pretty close.
Yeah, Eagle would definitely win, actually. Looks like pulling back for a Ville
Oh
to
yeah.
join in. And nice thing for Aztecs, they can garrison that Eagle and get the HP back on it.
Yep. It's
Now,
very nice for Penny there to take that fight because that scout is going to be at that HP for pretty much forever.
yeah, important note here. We have Pennypacker just trapping a wood line. Nothing to be gained here. But Beck trying to chop to the outer side of the northernmost lane, so that may turn into something we keep an eye on later.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much thinking ahead here. You talked about a lot of this map. You wanted to see more siege-oriented civs, and Aztecs definitely fill in that role. Well, kinda, as they do have siege onager and siege ram, but they don't have like super powerful siege, and they're missing a few things for their infantry. It's still really overall a good play, and it's probably going to be good play against Vikings.
Yeah, Militia just now coming out for Pennypacker, so it will be a man-at-arms rush.
Now, how is he going to defend against this?
Oh, if he garrisoned that TC, that scout would have died.
Oh yeah, feels
Just a
bad.
little bit late, and the scout survives, going to be able to see what's going on here. On the opposite side, Beck doing a pretty decent wall off himself. He's already put down all of those, just letting the villagers try to finish that. And fortunately for him, he is going to be walled up, I think, by the time these man-at-arms come. If they come straight across here.
All Penny has to do is go scout the right side, and Beck won't have enough time to get walls down for that.
But he's just patrolling, so I don't know if he's actually going to do it or not.
Oh no. Okay, let's see if these man-at-arms go, or militia go. Oh, that's just the wrong way. Alright, so it looks like Beck will probably get his walls down.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to arrive in time, unfortunately. But, interesting, we're not seeing the Viking player go for this same man-at-arms into Drush.
Yep.
Actually, farms coming down already. Another fast castle attempt.
Fast castle, wall, fast castle.
But this time for Beck, not for Pennypacker.
Beck, all he has to do really is get up a range, just defend with skirms.
Yeah, interesting wall off for Pennypacker over here, and I don't hate it because all of his valuable resources are on this corner. So it's just kind of like half walling it off here.
Yeah. I really think Beck is thinking ahead, like for late game.
Beck did a great job. He quick walled this too.
Yep, making Penny invest into the man-at-arm upgrade.
Yeah, he's still going to be under a lot of pressure here to keep these out, but I think it should be fine.
Yep.
We'll see if it's going to be a no archery range yet, so maybe he is just going to try to fast castle this.
Yep. So it'll just be fast castle in the crossbow. I'm assuming that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pennypacker having some weird walls over here. It looks like he hasn't scouted that side actually, so maybe he doesn't really know the map all that well, even though this is his home map, with given the weird walling he's doing here.
Walls are very forward. Think about that, doing walls that forward, is that it's hard to, say if you lose your Ville to like an archer on the forward wall, it's hard to reinforce it.
Yeah, we are going to see the blacksmith come down here. Archer can range this though, so
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised we haven't seen an archery range. This has to be some sort of a fast castle attempt now.
I feel like Beck is being a little greedy here. I feel the chances of Penny getting in here are pretty high.
Yeah, it feels really greedy. He's just gonna wall
That
behind.
blacksmith is denied.
Yep.
Now he's readjusting his walls. That's not ideal at all.
No, especially with the blacksmith being denied at 72%. And once he gets these walls are gonna be problematic as well.
Yep. Aggression is paying off for Penny here.
Yeah, important to note though, Beck is almost able to click up, just lacking some food here. Did just
It's
give
great
up
about
more
Vikings.
bills, but Pennypacker doing a nice job with the pressure. He's doing a good job keeping up the economy as well as the villager count is still equal, and he has a significant amount of military on the field. And oh, they might get in here.
They might.
This house is not going to go up. And one of these villas is about to go down here. Market wall. Another house.
Really doesn't want them in.
He at this point he can't. He does get the blacksmith up now, but again they're gonna be in again.
This is a huge investment for defending here. And again, you could just say like, oh, it's totally fine because it's Viking economy.
Yeah, I agree. He should have at least Drush FC'd compared to this, but
Yeah, imagine if he had his own mana or militia out to defend.
yeah, this is a scary army here. There's what, 5 archers, 3 men-at-arms, and 1 eagle here, and these quick walls won't do him any good.
No,
This isn't.
it's just trapping his own vills in by doing this.
Yeah, he is gonna get an archery range up now. First Vil gonna go down and escape with his life. No fletching yet? No, we do have fletching.
I feel like Beck was a little greedy here this game.
Snipes 2 Vils at once. Well played.
Very nice, but is he going to
Pennypacker.
eat the TC? No, he doesn't. That's nice. Good,
No,
good
Beck's
job,
in a
Penny.
lot of trouble here. 3 Vils in the north are likely gonna die. The 2 Vils behind the archery range likely gonna die. He's still sending
Yep.
Vils to gold. Castle Age on its way in here, but
What does he do? I mean, I feel like in this situation, maybe Siege Workshop and maybe get up that market up so you can sell some resources.
yeah, I don't like it. Too greedy. Pennypacker on the other side, massively going into archer production here. I think this is a full feudal for him at this moment, which kind of worries me actually.
Yeah. If Penny was on his way to castle and did an eagle switch here, Beck would have nothing to defend himself. It
Yeah,
would
he
take a
doesn't
little
have
bit
the
too much
res.
time to switch into
For
like
sure.
men at arms or
He has the
two-handed.
buildings.
Looks like Penny's just going to play double range here. So
Wow.
it looks like he's saving up some resources and might be clicking up, or thinking about clicking up right now.
Yeah, 40 Vils to 29 here. Quite the advantage now. And honestly, this market could go down if he really wanted it to. That would be a huge loss
Yeah.
of wood. But honestly, Castle Age about to hit. Couple knights would do the job. Extremely unfortunate wood lines here again for Beck with the Vils walking to the town center, but Castle Age will click shortly. And Pennypacker is starting to switch into eagles. He's got his padded archer armor coming in here. I think he needs a market, and he could get himself up, but
Yeah.
doing a good job keeping the pressure up, so not really planning on it at the moment, it seems. Just gonna keep pushing here.
So his first thing he does is adds more farms. I don't agree with this. I feel like you by doing this, you probably get even more behind. You have
Yep.
no military presence on the field, other than a few skirns, and he's not even clicking elite skirm right now.
Yeah,
He is getting armor right now, though.
it just feels too greedy.
Yeah.
Not
He
even
doesn't
the
have the
Drush.
numbers for to fight this.
Well, even if this gets pushed back here, Pennypacker will be up very soon. He's going to have a massive villager lead. He's getting housed right now. If he cancels those vills, he can go up. And eagles are coming out, and with this just being skirmishers and archers, these eagles still are not going to do the greatest job, but keeping Back at home, Pennypacker just hanging out at home, needs to balance his eco and actually go up here. But is that a third range? No, those are houses. Jeez. Yeah, still a huge Ville lead here. Castle Age now being clicked, and I honestly feel like with the lead that Pennypacker's acquired here, he'll be in just a fine position as he's continuing with the Eagle Scouts. So it is looking to be an Eagle switch here.
See the map, the penny's floating here. I don't like that at all.
Well, I mean, he needs a market to balance this out desperately, but so far no luck on that front. But he's got Eagles building, or maybe he's got quite a few of them building, and he's readjusted his waypoint to back in his base. So really just using the one to scout here, it looks like, and behind this, I think we need to see that night switch start to come in here. Or archers. See, this is where Aztecs feel so good. Well, I mean, if you see your opponents making eagles, do you go archers? Probably not.
Well, I mean, that's probably one of your best bets. I mean, it's always hard to go like the unit that they're weak against, the longsword. It's because their mobility is pretty bad.
Yeah.
But then again, if you are the one pushing and he's the one reacting, then it should be in your favor.
If Vikings can get to berserks, yeah, Beck's not even on stone. Built that tower, doesn't even have enough to add a town center, and he's super behind in vills right now. So,
but hey, he has hand card.
Yeah, no, his eco, is what it is. But Eagle Scouts, Archers, soon to be Eagle Warrior coming in here. Beck doing a really good job hitting some vills here, though. Turning to
I really think you should have got crossbow first instead of Eagle Warrior.
Yeah, Eagle Warrior feels interesting here, but I mean, it will do the job to push this away. And honestly, I think he's gonna try to switch into full Eagles. I don't think we're gonna see any more archers, so these are just throwaways.
Yeah, but crossbow and eco play is really, really strong with Aztecs. Yeah. He's going out there. He's diving in. I don't agree with this fight at all. He's going to lose his numbers. Maybe, but he has more.
Yeah, his eagle production is looking really nice here. I mean...
Oh, no, Penny's losing them.
A lot of skirms in this mix, so honestly, the few crossbows, I wouldn't want to trickle them in, but they're doing it to take the eagles down, but costing a lot here. And no production behind this?
Yeah, no production. Can he afford production? That's the real question. Feels like he can, but like he's not using his two ranges.
Oh, is this a fast imp attempt?
Oh, really?
This is super greed. Like, what? He has almost enough to click imp. He doesn't have the buildings, does he? No.
Let's see. No, he doesn't.
Buildings. I don't know what else this is.
That's what he wants to do.
Count. Yeah, he's definitely gonna try it.
Getting his walls up again. Like, this is the most greedy I've seen a player.
It feels so rough trying to fast imp. He's starting to make crossbow now, but I think it's just because he doesn't have the buildings. Maybe he doesn't realize that's. I don't know what's going on with this. This feels so weird. I mean, if fast imp does come in, Arbalest will destroy Eagle Warriors.
Yeah, early imp Arbalest is really strong.
Yeah, Geo does not look like the same player. That's right.
Looks like Penny wants to try to swarm Beck with some eagles. He's trying to find any way to get
in here, though. So he is in me in. Some eagles gonna be running through the eco here, and this is where I feel like this is just too greedy.
Yeah, it's just a little military play, more economy. He's adding an extra TC too.
Yeah, but how many barracks do we have? 1, 2, 3 barracks production for Eagle Warriors.
Yep.
And he's splitting them up. He's spreading them around. Finally, a
And just
second
swarm
town
everywhere with
center coming
eagles.
up here for Beck. Yeah,
Plays feels so weird from Beck right now.
I agree, Katos. Long swords the play right now. Like, he should have been going into that. Like, it feels weird, but he could have probably kept him out of the base if he was going into longsword here.
The plays just feel so weird from Beck right now. He's not really spending his food. He's floating a lot of food, floating a lot of gold. I mean, I feel like he is trying to save up for Imperial Age, but I feel like he's kind of behind right now.
He's definitely behind right now. The Vil count definitely in favor of Pennypacker. Pennypacker getting another town center up, just getting double bit X now. A little bit late, sir. But nonetheless, eagles everywhere.
Yep.
And he's getting rewarded with Vil pickoffs, and I just don't. This feels so greedy.
Yeah, greediest play ever.
I don't understand. Like, the fast castle is greedy enough here.
I mean, you think he could like supply Arbalest play in Imperial?
Yeah,
He needs the right building for
in the
it.
back now, so potentially switching into long swords now.
That won't be able to last long.
No, not with these
Economy is
eagle
not-
numbers too.
Economy is disorganized right now.
Yeah, he's got a ton of res though, so it's not bad. Look at this super aggressive forward siege workshop coming in here for Pennypacker.
Looks like Penny wants to get some revenge and he wants to end this game.
I
Kill
think
that main TC and those crossbows.
the way Pennypacker's playing this looks like it's full castle age play. I don't think he's even going to try to go up here.
I think that's right play. I think there's no
agree.
reason for him to go up to Imp anytime soon.
Sending a bunch of Vils out here as well. No siege. He's trying to get siege up right now. He's just trying to get it up super
Yeah, you
aggressively.
definitely don't need that many for a workshop.
Oh, and these eagles are going to be through under this town center that just got built here. With a tower, too. Pennypacker doing a great job of applying pressure this game, which didn't happen last game. And now Beck not spending resources. He's finally starting to, but he's been sitting at so many things. It's ridiculous.
He may, honestly, I think he probably didn't know what to do here.
Yeah, guys, sorry. The mobile issue is a problem. I can't even watch it mobily. It kills me.
Feels bad, man. He's going to lose most of his cross was there under the TC. He didn't react in time for it. Workshop is up, and we'll be seeing a Mangonel. 3 Mangonels coming out right from the get-go.
Yeah. But finally, we're starting to see the Man-at-Arms be produced, Longsword being researched. So maybe if he finally spends his res, he can actually defend a little bit better here.
Yeah.
He has broken into the lane on the south, so potentially going to be able to get a bunch of resources out there and expand eco on that side.
And he's just going to dive under the TC there.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great to have to dive under a TC to kill crossbows, but with
3
eagles,
Vils with 1 Mangonel shot. That's pretty good.
yeah. And it's pretty
He lost all of his crossbows. I think this game will be over soon.
Yeah, pretty clear. Pennypacker, I think, should build barracks in his opponent's base right now, too, just to even faster production. But his eco is going to be the real win now here. He's done such a good job being aggressive that as we actually see Beck take out 2 mangoes for the price of 1.
Good trade there.
Yeah. Longsword's finally out on the field, so Beck may be feeling like he's got a shot to come back.
I can see if Penny just adds in a monastery, just convert the Men-at-Arms.
Yeah.
Or even add his own range units, too. And Beck won't be able to do things since his economy balance is so bad right now.
Yeah, it feels really bad. I mean, and honestly, Pennypacker, he's got enough for a castle. He's adding his own crossbow, actually. Going crossbow and going bodkin arrow. Adding rams instead of mangoes now.
He wants to end this game in Castle Age. Wants to make sure Beck will be able to click up. And Beck is not going to be in Imperial anytime soon.
Yeah, I want to see this castle come up for Pennypacker here. I think it needs to come out up in the front on this hill, maybe? Be a good spot. Oh, no. Not by the mangonels. That's a terrible spot.
Very ballsy.
It won't even go up. 3 mangoes there.
Very, very aggressive, soon-to-be Doubt Castle.
Yeah, he's decided else to put it elsewhere, it seems, or just deleted that idea.
Holy
Lots and
Mangonel.
lots of eagles coming in though, so he may be able to spread out enough to force the hand here.
You gonna kill his own Mangonel? No, he did not. Weakened it enough that you might be able to snipe it. He's gonna snipe that Mangonel. This Mangonel's gonna get a good shot on his man-at-arms, two-handed.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of those guys. Long swords.
Swords. This feels very awkward to have just eagles diving in for this. And we're coming forward with all these vills again, so I think we're going to see a forward castle attempt here, and I think it's a mistake. Supplies coming in now, and longswords being researched for Pennypacker as well. Pennypacker's eco running away with this game. No question.
Be a Dock Castle?
Oh god.
What is he doing at those?
Oh god.
No.
Please don't build this castle.
There, man.
He's just going to fight with the vills.
Well, that's one way to even out the game.
If you don't feel like you're losing now, Beck, he's willing to throw all these vills away. He drops the castle. Oh no.
Don't drop the castle, man. Don't do that. It's full disaster.
195 HP.
For the minute, full disaster.
Oh no. Don't tell me he's throwing
Eating
this.
shots. Oh, this is a huge throw.
Oh my god.
What is going on in this game? Archers eating shots.
Lots
Villagers
of
also
archers
eating
dying.
shots.
This castle needs to be deleted right now.
Everybody's eating shots.
There's one vill building this thing still.
One Vill, she's a champion.
Alright, killed it. Now just kill the castle. More vills! This is like a doubt castle right here. What is this?
Mega Death Castle.
Oh, look at this scorpion in enough time to take some shots as well. Alright, he's finally attacking the castle. Scorpion's gonna probably kill all these vills.
I mean, it still has like a 30 Vill lead.
Alright.
So he's probably longer throwing Vills.
He deleted it. Thank God.
Dock Castle.
What is he gonna do? Like, he's invested so much into this, and I feel like got nothing done in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh
I feel
my
like
god.
once has the right idea of being aggressive here, but really struggling here against the man at
just
arms.
put the castle on the hill. Any hill in front of these walls here would have been a much better position.
Yeah. Imagine if that where that barracks is, that forward barracks by that gold. Imagine the castle is right there.
Yep, we're having another town center count, so we're going to 4 TCs here. Still in Castle Age. He needs to click Imp. I mean, honestly, Beck doing a great job now. Like, his eco's starting to get back into it. He just denied castles, killed tons of units.
Yep, adding a lot of farms. He needs to take a bunch of bills off wood and put them in the farmers and reassign new ones to him.
Yeah, I actually really like the Scorpion play, too. It was an interesting position to add it, but it actually will do him some good here, I think. But
all the man arms need to do is tank the shots and take the melee hits, and the Scorpions will do the rest.
Yeah, and that's.
But
what
then he comes the crossbow. He needs to back off here and get his Scorpions in position so they can take some good shots.
Yeah, that's the worst spot. But he should have clicked Imp. He should have dropped the TC or the tower or castle on one of these hills, gone Imp, and just got Elite Eagle Warrior or Champ or Longsword.
The rest to go
to here.
You go click Imp right now. He's choosing not to.
There's Imp.
Sending in
Imp click. Finally.
Imp. Let's go.
And it looks like we're gonna have more siege workshops, more houses, and going to archer ranges.
Yeah, it did. Honestly, were you expecting this when we first load up the game?
No, not at all. Not at all. This has turned into a very, very messy game here.
Yep.
Now, both lanes on the south going to be open for both players, and if Eagles get over here to this eco, it's the only safe eco that Beck has had for quite some time. That could be devastating, but I don't think we're going to see Eagles. I think it's going to be Arbalest.
Yeah. I like to see a castle on the hilltop here, on the left lane.
I would have liked to see a castle on any hill on this map at this point.
Like a while ago. Now, without Garland Wars Viking longsword should win.
Yes, but
But he has more.
unfortunately,
But Penny has more. But
unfortunately for Beck though, it's gonna be a full archer switch now. It looks like. So all these longswords will perish.
oh,
Scorpion numbers actually starting to get pretty big here for Beck too. So
oh,
he's
yeah,
he's liking what they're doing for him.
Penny is not massing up his military.
Yeah,
He
and
needs to do
awkward
right now.
vills in the south here for Beck. See all these vills for Pennypacker as a monastery comes in here. Maybe he's gonna try to snag that relic for himself real quick, I guess.
It's just gonna let him build the monastery and get that relic, and it'll be a very peaceful game. Or he doesn't actually know that he's there.
Yeah, Scorpion's doing an interesting fight here out in the hill, but enough long swords to deal with them. So all those Scorpions going down feels bad for Beck.
Scorpion
Oh,
versus
finally,
Scorpion.
a castle on a hill, and there's a tower right next to it.
What a great game, man.
Yeah, the castle's gonna go up. So is the tower. Castle should go up. No question here. So many vills on it. And dropping a barracks here now. I mean, it feels like this game should have ended so long ago.
I think it should have ended like probably around minute 30.
Oh, he almost snagged that relic. He was just seconds late.
Ah. See, we're seeing see champion here from Penny.
Yeah, what? I guess that's the play. I mean,
Would have liked to see maybe Onager and crossbow. I think that would have been nice.
yeah. Do Aztecs get champion? Don't they just get two-handed swordsman?
No, Aztecs get champion.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
I haven't played in so long. I forget who gets what. Lots and lots of barracks, all producing here. Military numbers starting to go down, and honestly, with the position that we have here, as the tower was built on this gold down here by Beck, all that tower goes down.
I think Penny might have too many bills here. I think he needs to stop making bills right now.
He's in boomer boy mode, that's all. Gold, a real concern for him, actually. So this gold in the south he's fighting over, he actually left with all his vills, and he's left a bunch of vills down here for Beck. That's going to be a problem. Sending eagles that direction, so...
I'm watching this one longsword kill all the farms here by the castle. Kill all the farmers there.
Oh,
I think he might get killed. He might get killed by the castle. He's chasing the vill right now.
Well,
no, he's going to get more kills.
Monastery, so... Imp coming for Beck. So, the dream's still
I didn't think he was going to
alive.
get the Imp at all, man. He's going to go play Arbalest, which is a good play.
Yeah, one big bonus for him right now is he's chopped through on the northern lane, and Penny will never chop through over there.
So you can see Champion and Atlatl Skirns being pretty good here.
Yeah.
Or even to switch back to Eagles here. It seems like Beck is no longer interested in the Champion line.
Yeah, I think that Beck should have stonewalled this side. He knows his opponent's down here. There's going to be military coming from some direction here, and I think he should be more prepared for that, but not going to be, as we're going to have what will soon be a bunch of champions. A few crossbows, a few eagles, and trebs coming from that side, it looks like.
Yep.
And this eco is massively exposed over here. Castle up on the front for Beck, going to be nice to defend.
It looks like Penny's rating is Eco on the left there, in the left lane.
Yep, champion, and now
home.
elite eagle warrior being researched as well. Lots of vills will die on this lower lane here.
Oh, yeah.
And actually going to send the eagles in as well, so...
Honestly,
Scorpion
Penny can start pushing at the same time.
Yep.
You start pushing at the middle, get some trips down and some rams, and And
He
Beck has no way
produced
to
a
defend
few
against that.
treb. There's the treb. It's going back to the north. So elite Eagle Warriors in, and there's 2 of them at low HP headed towards the back. So
I see Berserker Gang's getting pumping out.
yeah, Aztec player going for siege engineers and then chemistry as well.
And I don't think Penny realizes he's sending his gather point for his champions towards the castle. As the castle is doing a really good job with those champion kills.
Yeah, and this whole time, unfortunately, our Viking player lacking a lot of upgrades on his
Yeah.
military.
I feel like we're gonna see like every tech researched here. We've seen almost everything except for a cav from the Viking player.
And Jaguar warriors.
Jaguars, yeah, we could, but I don't think we will. As
Yeah,
that TC is getting trebbed down there on the left.
I agree with what you said. At Lattle Skirms and Champs here should be the way that Penny goes, I think.
See
But
those Scorpions get some good mounts there. I want to see like a bunch of the champions here.
oh, I mean, the Scorpions probably won't even get a shot with all these Arbalest here. Ballistics just now coming in at 57 minutes for Beck. Oh man.
When did he build the university? I wasn't
It's in
paying
the
attention
top,
to that.
the very top north.
Yeah, but
Just
when
built
did he build it?
Just recently.
Oh man, it
And
looks like
you know
Penny's
what?
gonna build a castle. Oh,
This looks like it's swinging to Beck's advantage hard right now.
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like Penny still has a decent advantage. He just needs to get the right military out.
I think it's just what you said earlier. He has too many vills.
That is true. Yes, too many, but he's losing all of his Scorpions in the front there. Goodbye, Scorpions.
Yeah, but all these champions and eagles are going to go down. And now we have another castle, but there's a lot of vills coming, so that one might go up.
Yep. Actually, not doing a good job migrating against the champions. He lost a few Arbalests there.
Yeah.
Losing more Arbalests than he should. And
Oh,
how did
no.
those Arbalests get in through there, man? They just walk around, and they're just passing by. Okay.
Well, this vill losses will actually help Pennypacker, and this castle will still go up.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Arbalests are targeting the villagers that are walking instead of the ones that are building. And he's going into stable, and you should not be doing this as Vikings here.
Yeah, Viking Light Cav does not feel good.
I feel like he's just like, oh, I have a lot of food, so I need to find some way to use it.
Yeah, Treb
Track
numbers
should be a good
starting
way
to
to
get
use it.
in here. And it just feels like this game will never end at this point, though.
So seeing Cap Ram being researched, or is that Siege Ram? I can't remember what the images look like for my text. That's Cap Ram, okay. It's like 5k food floating, and Beck has 4k wood floating.
Alright, I gotta step away for a minute, so it's on you.
Alright then. See here, things are getting trebbed down. He has 3 trebs here in the left lane. And he is taking out farms. Gotta kill those farms, of course. Looks like no pushes on the front. I don't agree with this. I feel like you should get some rams out and some trebs out and get that castle down in the middle. Maybe even send some Arbalists here on this right side to deny that gold. Oh, I should twitch that up. He's continuing to add more stables, and this is not going to go well for him at all, as Penny's going to lose all those bills there, and that gold is continuing to be very greedy. Actually, Beck was the one being very greedy. Penny was just being very aggressive here. These are just scouts, man. They're just going to get melted by the castle. Like, I don't think these trebs are even going to go down. Maybe one will go down. But Penny has the right idea here, adding in pikes for the counter, of course. And I feel like this game should be over soon. I know I said that earlier, but I feel like now is the time for the game to be over. As eco raids up north here. And so many eagles into the eco, and Beck isn't even reacting. He's losing so many vills right now. The push continues, and the Penny has his gather point of one of his TCs. Oh, there's the GG. Wow, what a game. Um, I
GG,
totally did
huh?
not. I totally did not expect the game to last another 30 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. What a slugfest. But I think
Yeah.
it was just an attempted throw from Pennypacker with that super forward aggressive castle early on.
It was very entertaining. It was nice to look at. Nice to see a really fancy castle.
Absolutely. But
I feel like this game probably would have been over maybe like another 10 minutes ago if Penny had just pushed down the middle, denied would have Beck his gold there at the front. Just
mhm.
kept pushing.
Yeah. But GG
Uh, yeah,
nonetheless.
GG.
I have a stowaway. The baby's awake, so we're gonna waste no time, and we're gonna dive right into the next game.
All right, so that was a Aztec victory and a Viking loss.
hmm Yeah, and now we go to, is it Mott and Bailey?
Hmm. I see Saracens here, and I see Bulgarians here for sure. Just because Bulgarians tend to be pretty good in closed maps, and same for Saracens as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I'm gonna load into 5 seconds here.
I'm loading it right now.
I am ready when you are.
All right, I'm at 5.
3, 2, 1, go. So Saracen Market feels insane on this map.
Yeah.
So I would expect an FC attempt here.
Yeah. I feel like Saracens are pretty strong against Bulgarians.
Hmm. Yeah. Hitch. There's a random house that has spawned outside of walls. Feels bad, man. But hey, we've been working on him. Hitch has been all over the maps. Big applause for Hitch, guys. All these maps would not be possible without him, and he's done a lot of balancing as of late. So make sure to thank him. Keep giving him feedback, and we'll keep working on maps, guys.
I
But
like to. Oh, well,
this,
actually, both mining cats from each player are actually very nice. Well, I mean, I might prefer Beck's mining cap a little bit more. Well, I mean, you guys have about three tiles access there for gold. Beck has actually, or no, I take that back. I think I prefer pennies more.
yeah, I mean, it feels like both of them will work just fine. Um, Interesting position, but I like it. I like both of them. This
All right.
map has
Mm-hmm.
been very intriguing. Lots of people not 100% sure how they want to play it, and we've seen a lot of different strategies on this map.
So, this matchup. Now, I feel like Saracens should have a pretty good advantage here against them, since they, of course, have the market to abuse, and that could get them ahead in economy for something like military with crossbows, or even for like their own stable play with camels.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, they get the extra HP in their camels, so the camels are strong right from the get go. But
Yeah,
both,
I don't see a
what?
way where I don't personally prefer Saracens on this map.
But Bulgarians again very strong infantry siege civ. They have the conic, of course, but I don't think we'll see the conic. They have the Cray Post. Be very nice, but we're gonna see an FC here from them, or from Beck here.
Yeah, I mean it could go in many different ways. I mean that's the thing with Saracens is you expect an FC, but what if we have like a archer rush with towers? I
Yeah, it
mean,
looks like Beck is luring in his hunt. He's doing a very good job with the micro with that. Very, very nicely done, man.
yeah, it looks like Beck also got onto wood a little bit faster. It feels like because
If I
that's
was to
one
guess
thing
this,
with this map we haven't seen a lot of players utilize. You don't need anything to go up as far as wood is concerned. Obviously, shifting onto it it's necessary, but you don't need it right away. So he can streamline his eco a little bit more towards food, which I definitely prefer this situation, how he's playing it right now.
I feel like this might work better for Saracens, though. I feel like Beck is trying to play this like an FC, which should be should suit his sip a little bit better. I feel like as Saracens, you want to get up, you want to abuse that market. You want to get up either to a castle or to get more military out.
Yeah.
I was thinking this a little over, but we could see men at arms and towers from Bulgarians, and that's something they're very good at.
Yes. Both these civs could be played in so many different ways right now. It's hard to tell. No real tells at this point in the game. I don't think we're gonna see any fast feudals at this point, though. But I really love what Penny's doing here. He's got so much on food. He's trying to get all the food he could possibly need at this point in the game without even going to wood yet.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Loom right from the get-go, so he's going to get up pretty soon. He already has the required amount of food, so he's going to click up right now.
Yeah, and this is where it'll get really interesting because he hasn't just started to shift on to wood, so be really interesting to see how he adapts from the build from here.
Mm-hmm. And let's see what's going on Beck's side here. He's continuing to produce bills. He has bill lead. Oh, apparently that bugged out on capture range. Loom is researching forever. All right.
That has been a bug. Hitch has actually had to restart his capture age a few times for
Does
weird
that
things like
prevent?
that.
Does that prevent other stuff from being shown up, or is it just Loom?
I don't know. I've stopped using capture age since my PC can't take it, so.
Oh, apparently there's a pause.
Yep, no problem. Looks like they get right back to it. Feudal Age going to be in a significant amount faster here for Pennypacker, but being as it's such a quick up, looks like we are going to see some sort of aggression.
Yep. Seeing
And
a
Beck
barracks drop right from the get-go.
making militia? Forward barracks for him, so maybe this is going to be a man-at-arms and towers play. He has yet to go to stone, but doesn't really have to till he drops that first tower, so.
Oh, we see the range coming up. So it looks like Penny is just going to play archers here.
Yeah, and Beck gonna have 4 militia being created, obviously not having to research. Man-at-arms is gonna be able to research that 4th one.
Oh, and this is... Okay, go ahead.
Just gonna say, so both players afraid to go for the FC at this point, and I think that it stands to reason. Everything we've seen on this map, people going for fast castles haven't really made it to Castle Age very quickly. Been in a lot of early aggression.
Looks like Beck is really investing into military here. Here he has 4 men-at-arms.
Yeah.
So those walls will go down super fast.
Yeah, archery range already up though, so we'll be able to hit and run with archers. Needs to see fletching come in here soon.
Yep.
But
and if Penny's micro here is pretty good, then he could probably take out 1 men-at-arm.
yeah, he does.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know which one is the weak one, though. Quick walls coming down. They won't go up in time, and those men-at-arms will find their way into the gold villagers, and those bills are just going to have to run.
Yeah, this feels really good here for Beck. All this early pressure, a Vil even going down here.
Oh
They're
no,
not fighting.
no!
Oh
They're
no.
on stand ground. No.
That has
3
been,
men-at-arms.
that's
Honestly,
a
Penny
big
could just
problem.
fight this now.
Yeah, I think
And
he's
he's
going
doing
to.
that.
He's losing a lot in the process, but he will be in a better position because of fighting this, I think.
Oh, that was...
Oh, there's stand
He
ground
must
yet
have
again.
accidentally hit... I think the key is A for stand ground.
Yeah.
You
Beck
haven't changed your
actually
hotkeys around.
dropped 2 archery ranges there, and now he's got a blacksmith coming up as
Double
well.
archer range?
So
Is this, let me guess here. Let me think. 4 archer range, stable, and a blacksmith. Let me think. Cab archers. Which is... I mean, okay, well, Bulgarians get everything for cab archers except for the last armor.
yeah, but we're
So it's
still
definitely
in
not a play.
feudal age, so it's a terrible time to drop all those
Yes,
buildings.
yes, very, very bad timing for this. I think he has the right idea, but a little too early. I think he should add some farms back at home because he definitely doesn't have the food. And if you're just making skirms, that's a huge waste.
Yeah, I mean,
Gigantic waste of wood.
scout skirms though. I mean,
So you want to drag this game on into all the way to the feudal, but that's probably not going to happen. I feel like Penny's just going to click up. But then again, Penny's eco is not that great. Doesn't have
yeah,
a lot of build on food.
yeah, it feels like a rough situation. Beck getting housed here. You know what I do like though is if he can make this work and he can defend with skirmishers and counter with skirms, that wall is still open, so he could get in here and do some damage.
He has so many bills on cold. I hope he's abusing the heck out of that market. Actually, is there even a market up for Penny right now?
I don't believe so.
Oh no. Pick Saracens and don't use the market, man. That's big feels bad.
Yep, no market.
And he has a lot of skirms out, so he's able to scare off these archers away.
Yeah, and
Currently, he has no unit that can kill that many skirms. And reminder, Bulgarians have cheaper upgrades, so they get like 50 food for armor and 50 food, 50 gold for fletching. So he can get all of his upgrades.
yep,
And not
stable is empty now. He is sending the scouts around, so maybe he is going to get a nice counterattack in here too.
Penny doesn't have the numbers, of course. And
Well,
Beck should really
Penny
continue chasing.
can't take any fight here except for scouts, which we have Saracens dropping scout, or there is a market and a stable coming up as well. He does block this off, so
This game is already so weird, man.
yeah, it does definitely feels like an awkward situation here for both players. They both kind of want to do some feudal aggression, and they've both kind of pushed a little bit. I guess Beck got the better exchange, getting a Vil,
He
but
also invested a lot into defending.
yes,
But imagine if Beck had continued chasing those archers with the skirms. They didn't just stop afterwards. I feel like Penny would have been in a pretty rough situation losing all of his archers.
yeah, but I think we get in here anyways. I think Beck will be able to break in and keep the pressure on his opponent. So I think he's taking the better exchange at the moment. Beck's eco behind this, also in a pretty nice position.
Yep.
Penny Packer on the other side, investing into scouts and armor at the moment. So gonna have more upgraded scouts, but which I guess counters the skirms, and if he doesn't have his own scouts here, it's a fine play.
All Beck really needs to do is just stop microing against the scout and just chase the archers.
Yeah, which is looking to be what he's trying to do. He's trying to keep his one scout alive here as well, just to buy himself some time with these, I guess. But nonetheless, his eco behind this, I feel like it's way better. He's got a decent number of farms here.
Mm-hmm.
16 farms compared to a lot less.
He's full upgrades on his skirms.
13, I
How's-
guess, so not bad. Double stable now for Pennypacker. He's gonna try to full feudal this here.
That is so weird. Like everyone that I've ever talked to you about this map has always said this is like a. But the impression I get is this is like a Castle Age type map, Castle Age Imperial type map, or even like feudal play as well. But like a super long, drawn out feudal game.
Yep,
It's very interesting.
absolutely. Honestly, I think. Wait, is Beck spending more resources? He's making scouts, so he's not going up yet either.
They're committed to it. So at least Beck is grabbing wheelbarrow, so his eco will be much stronger than Pennypackers.
Yeah, these skirmishers gonna do damage to these archers if they stay close enough, but a
Or
spear
if they
and some
shoot
scouts
them.
out as well for Beck, so in a fine position there.
And Beck honestly invested less into upgrading his military. That's one of the nicer things about Bulgarians.
Yeah, definitely. Beck also being able to keep up his villager production, has the villager lead at the moment.
And he's clicking up right now. And let's see, what is he gonna play? Is he gonna play Cav Archer, or is he gonna add like an extra stable and play stable units? Let's see here. And he has quite the nice death ball of skirmishers here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's sitting in a very nice position.
Because he doesn't have all his upgrades for his scouts here.
Yeah, and actually, Man at Arms upgrade coming in for Saracens.
Now, man-at-arms are the champion line are pretty good against skirmishers. But if there's more skirmishers than man-at-arms, then they'll be able to kill them.
Yeah, and with Beck on his way to Castle Age, I mean, still pressuring, doing a good job. Takes out a Vil on the walls there, even.
I'm very interested to see what Beck is going to be playing here. Because if he plays Cav Archer here, then Penny might be in big trouble here.
I mean,
Or even Stable.
yeah, no additional building yet, so no way to tell at the moment.
And he's getting Forging right now, so it looks like it might be Stable play. Or, you know, just get Forging and then make Cav Archers, because that's what you do when you want to play Cav Archers. But he won't do that, I'm sure. He might actually lose these skirms. Well,
Yeah, Skirm.
okay, this is a good. This is a good decision. Good choice to leave here, not to get too aggressive here. And yeah, he is playing stable units.
Yeah, so likely gonna try to get a few more stables up soon, and I think that'll be a fine position for himself.
Yep.
Yeah, stable coming up front as well, so good position for him.
I think he should have tried a little harder to keep those guys alive. But that's fine. And Penny is in for a rude awakening here. If he jumps in here, and if Beck grabs +2, and +2, remember, is half on food. And these knights could be very hard to stop right from the get-go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in and out for a second. I got the baby in my arms. He's kind of freaking out, trying to get ready to go back to sleep. But continue.
Alrighty. And you're seeing +2 right from the get-go. He's chasing that one scout. Don't do that. Go back and chase the guys there, but probably isn't microing it. He's probably going to lose these bills here. Good reaction there. He's going to run away with those bills. And these knights will kill all of them. All of these men-at-arms, kill all these archers. And it's looking pretty rough here for Penny. It looks like the all-in play isn't paying off at all. And imagine this, like, just runs in with these knights, sends a few bills forward, like 2 bills forward with a workshop, and this game could be over soon.
Yeah, definitely not looking good. He is clicked to Castle Age, but maybe a little too late.
And look at the TC placements from Beck. One in each opposite corner. I love that. Right now, Penny is massing up some spearmen, but these spearmen aren't going to do anything. Gate is going to go down, and these spearmen are just going to die. At this point, Bulgarians should have the tech advantage.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's gonna do here. I mean, he's gonna be so far behind on his way up.
He just jumps on his gold there, and it's over. Also, hello, baby. No reaction there. It's just losing the bills and the gold. I feel like this game is over for Penny.
Yeah,
I feel like it
especially
came
the
down
knights
to...
have been spread out really well here, so he's gonna be killing tons of Vils and be in a really commanding position now.
Yep. Let's see, his eco back at home is just really nice. He's also expanded to each corner, and he's adding even more farms in. That's very nice from Beck here. It looks like Penny has just massed up a bunch of pikes or spearmen. He does have enough, and the knights are at a choke point, so it could be good.
Yeah,
but then again, the
but
skirms are right there
skirmishers-
too.
Yeah, skirmishers are there. Villager lead is massive. I mean, Beck should not lose this game at this point. Vil's still dying on the farms. All the gold Vils go down. The res is not going to be there to produce much for Pennypacker.
The bill difference is huge now. Almost about... It's 20 bill difference. I think this all came down to the choice of playing all in. There's the GG called.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cheaper upgrades paying off very nicely there as well. So Beck gonna take the set, guys. 2 games to 1 here, winning this last game in an interesting fashion. Losing the one game felt like a long one there, but lots
Yeah.
of uh, lots of good competition this evening. Um,
Oh, I did kind of expect that, or kind of think that Saracens would have the upper hand here, thanks to the market. But unfortunately, Petty did not take advantage of the market at all. He just went for straight for the range in the blacksmith. I think he might have been too concerned with getting upgrades and making sure his military would survive
yep,
instead of taking advantage of the civilization's bonus.
yeah, absolutely. But GG's and congratulations to Beck for moving on here, and thank you Pennypacker for playing with in the tournament. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Um,
Thanks, man. That's really appreciate you guys are doing all this stuff.
Lots of fun. Definitely been interesting. Unfortunately, tonight I am going to have to cut the broadcast a little bit short because of the baby being up and whatnot, but I am going to update the bracket here in just a second. But thank you for co-casting this evening.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun, especially that second game there, which I thought would have been over in like 30 minutes, but you got
Yeah,
to see a Dow Castle.
a couple of them felt like. Just in case you guys don't want to see the spoilers for the bracket, everything is being uploaded to YouTube daily now. But we are going to update the bracket, so look away if you don't want to see it. Here it is, and 2-1 win here for Beck. He will move on to the next round, still awaiting his opponent. So quite a few sets still to go here. Looking forward to casting them, and just thank you guys for all the support. You guys have been insane lately. But you guys have a good evening. I'm gonna get this baby off and trying to get her back to sleep, and then tomorrow we'll resume casting. But any closing remarks, Knight?
The set was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me here cast it. Hope we get to do it again another time.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you guys for tuning in again. And if you guys do see this on YouTube, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next time, guys, you have a good one, and we'll catch you soon.